Imagine waking up one morning, looking out your window, and the Earth is gone. Instead of oceans, mountains, and cities, the planet has shattered into millions of flying chunks. Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? But what would actually happen if Earth exploded into pieces? Let's break it down. First, let's make one thing clear. Earth doesn't just explode for no reason. Something big would have to trigger it, like a collision with a Mars-sized object or some super powerful alien weapon. But let's skip the why and focus on the what if. So, Earth explodes, the ground beneath your feet rips apart, the air rushes into space, and suddenly you're floating with billions of tons of rock. What happens next? The blast would be instant chaos. Earth's crust, mantle, and core would tear apart, releasing unimaginable heat. Temperatures near the explosion would rise to levels hotter than the sun's surface. Anyone nearby? Gone instantly. The atmosphere, our blanket of air, wouldn't stand a chance. It would be blasted away into space within minutes. Breathing? Not possible anymore. Earth's gravity is what holds us, the oceans, and even the air in place. Once the planet shatters, that central pull disappears. Without it, all the broken pieces would drift apart. But here's the twist. Gravity still exists for each individual chunk. Big fragments might pull smaller ones toward them, creating mini planets or giant space rocks. It's like smashing a cake. Crumbs everywhere, but some chunks are bigger than others. Could you survive on a piece of Earth? Short answer, no. With no air, no water, and no magnetic field, life as we know it would vanish. Even if you somehow managed to stand on a chunk, you'd be exposed to deadly radiation from the sun. Basically, instant space apocalypse. Now here's where it gets even more dramatic. Earth is a key player in the solar system. If it disappeared into pieces, it would mess with the orbits of other planets. Mars and Venus might get pulled slightly off course. The Moon? It would no longer orbit Earth. It might drift into space or even crash into another fragment. Meanwhile, all those flying Earth chunks would turn into a massive asteroid belt around the Sun. Think about it. The place where Earth once was would now be a giant cosmic junkyard. If humans somehow survived the first seconds, maybe on a space station or Mars, Earth's explosion would mean the end of home forever. No blue planet, no gravity that feels just right, no atmosphere to protect us. We'd be space orphans, forced to live on artificial habitats. But here's the wildest part. Over millions of years, those scattered pieces might actually come back together. Gravity has a habit of pulling things into bigger clumps. So Earth could, in theory, slowly rebuild itself, though it wouldn't look the same. It might be a smaller, rougher planet, or just another rocky ball orbiting the sun. So even if Earth exploded, the story wouldn't necessarily end. It would just change. So what if Earth exploded into millions of pieces? Total destruction, an asteroid belt where our planet used to be, and humanity scrambling to survive in space. But in the long run, gravity might give Earth a second chance. Pretty mind-blowing, right? If you enjoyed this what if journey, make sure to hit like, drop a comment with your craziest space scenario, and subscribe for more science meeting imagination. Here's the question for you. If Earth did explode, would you rather live on Mars or try to survive on a floating chunk of rock?